We're going to start our aged horse list now, and Atlas Hanover kicks off that list. I'd originally said, and we paid him into the New Holland series. We're going to get a look at that series, how salty it is, before we rush him back here. Jimmy made a good point. He said, listen, we can race him here where we know he can do, give him a start, and then watch a start at the New Holland series, and then if it makes more sense to bring him back to Ontario, by all means, go ahead. He didn't feel that Atlas Hanover had slipped at all since he got him. And I have to agree. I think the horse has been good. He's never been, I don't think he's ever, at least for us, never been good in that first over role, especially with somebody waiting for a fight on the front end. So wasn't surprised with the fifth, the last start. Jimmy wanted to give him a start, give him a week off. We gave him a week off. He'll be back in next week, and then we'll be able to gauge how that class is for him again, and also how this New Holland series looks in Ontario. Blue Tesla, disappointing start for her, you know. I was so happy with her schooler 3 weeks ago that I was pretty optimistic. Then I got here. We had drawn the late race that was going to go around 11:15 at the time. It ended up going off at 11:45. So 11:45 post in the pouring rain for a horse that ties up. Not shockingly, she tied up. Her AST was 3,000. Her CK was 2,500, which is a pretty good indicator that she did, in fact, tie up on race night. So we're going to do a couple things. First off, we're going to treat that tie-up. Secondly, we had the vet go all over her, a few little points that he found with her. Thirdly, we're going to put her in to go at the Meadows. The reason being is we can put the hobbles back on her, in Pennsylvania without qualifying her. I have to tell Tim that as soon as I'm done this video, now that I remember it. So she'll be racing with the hobbles on at the Meadows next week. We should have that AST down. That's the hope anyway. She'll be in next Thursday, I believe, at the Meadows. Dustin Hanover raced good again, made a break, and then got into it. Looked like he could have, atoned for his mistake at the gate late in the stretch, but then just couldn't reach. Again, James said, left line. My immediate response was to disagree with him, but on a bigger track, not a half, then yeah, I suppose putting a line pole or a Murphy or both on the outside might make sense. This will be his last start before he heads to Pennsylvania to race in the Numbers 2 series. Coming up in the next 2 weeks, I believe. HL Ballou continues to train down for Mark. Get constant updates from him about HL Ballou. I've been happy with the horse. Mark has been happy with the horse. He'll likely be ready again sometime late April, early May. Wait, now, February. Late April. Mid to late April. How the hell is jogging now? The horse looks good. He was always pinchy when we got him. Then he injured his knee. We operated, took a chip out, cleaned up the other knee. The prognosis was guarded, but good considering he had been racing with the knees that he had. But concerning at the same time. But all I've seen is the horse look amazing since we started back with him. We'll continue to swim him, use the equicizer, the walker, a little bit with him, pool, and then we'll begin training him in a couple of weeks. But by all accounts right now, How the Hell looks amazing, especially considering how good he was racing and how bad he looked. Now he looks really good. HP Maestro was good the other day, second in 56. I thought the horse raced well. He's in quite a watered down class. I shouldn't say quite a watered down class. Still racing. There's no gimmies, but he should do very well. I think Wednesday evening, race 1 at Northfield Park. Haunted House was great last night. Fought all the way to the wire. Left with him. Removed him to the front. Had the favorite come right up into his grill around the last turn and was beat, a head? A neck? Horse race fantastic. Harry's got him racing great. JK Mickey Man will probably come back in the next week or so. We'll get him back in. Now, JK Victory. A lot going on there. Bought the horse, brought him to Ontario. I thought his first start, he looked short. Hello? Yeah, Ava can get you in. I'm just doing a video.
No, Ava's not in this.
Well, you're going to have to wait a minute for me then. Ava, can you get in her seat, please? And if you can make that annoyed look on your face, that'd be awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you. JK Victory. So when we got him, brought him back, I just assumed, put him in, push button, away you go. We got him in to go. 1, he was a little bit short. 2, we didn't get a chance to school him because of the weather.
Oh,
Yeah. Hey, both of you guys stop. We're going to get your iPad. Relax. Brought him home. Little off right front, little off right hind. Had the vet look at him. Just maintenance stuff. Shocked the right front ankle. Said the right front ankle, right hind ankle had some rough spots. Just racehorse stuff. And looking at his races last year, it's nothing new. Shocked him and thought the horse would be fine. Didn't get a chance to test him out. School him. Relax. Oh, really? Did you think you were going to leave it open the whole way home? Hey, I'm doing a video. Everybody's going to think you're a big crybaby. Well, you better say sorry. Okay, well, I'll cry then. I don't care. Yes.
You need your bag?
Yes, I need my bag. I'm just going to be a second. Of course I need my bag. So JK Victory didn't get a chance to inject that right front ankle. What we should have done in hindsight, and I take full responsibility for this, we should have injected the ankle, both ankles, schooled him to see how he was, and then we'd have a better idea. Instead, we just thought, hey, he's a fast horse, just put him in to go, and away we go. So put him in to go, and it didn't go as we planned. I talked to Ron Burke after. He said, yeah, right front ankle, right hind ankle, always bothered him a little bit. And it shows up, and then what happens is he'll get touching that inside knee. That's exactly what he did at Mohawk. So Ronnie knows the horse well. I said, listen, if there's a spot for him at the Meadowlands with you, I'll just send the horse back down there. There's no point tinkering with him. And that's where I believe we are with JK Victory. Yes, not where I wanted to be, but certainly not the end of the world. It doesn't mean he's not a fast horse. It doesn't mean anything. Just, Addie, it just means we're going to put him in a place where he can do the best he can, and that would have been the plan all along. Just not the way I envisioned it. So JK Victory will likely, I guess, go back to the Meadowlands to race, I assume, under Ronnie. Now, he didn't get back to me. The one turn that down, please, right now. The one stipulation, the one issue was down, please. No, down so I don't hear it.
I did.
No, because I can hear it. There, that's better. So, getting the horse back to Ronnie, the only tricky part would be if he has some of his other horses that would be racing in that class, then it's a problem, right? And we could give the horse to Megan. I have no problem giving the horse to Megan at all. She's done well for us all along. She's a great professional. And at the same time, having the added benefit of having Scotty drive the horse in the Meadowlands. I guess he didn't drive Sassy the other night, though. Would still be very helpful. So, Addie, down a little bit more, please. So when it comes to JK Victory, not the start we wanted, but there's still tons of options for this horse moving forward. Kind of classy. I'm going to send this horse over to Tim, see if he can qualify her for Jacob Schaefer. She's I don't know if it's a track or what it is with her. She's got speed, but I think that's kind of been the MO with her all along, is that she's always had speed, but being able to display it in a professional, responsible way has always been a stumbling block for Kind of Classy, and it feels to me like she's bumping up against that hurdle again. Looks like Bunny has just been tremendous. Talk about how everything could go right. This guy has been awesome since the day we bought him, and again picked a win on Monday evening. Just a great spot for him to be in. Red Overbach is close to being schooled this week. He'll be ready to go in a couple of weeks and back in to go. Where we put him, I don't know yet. We have tons of options with this guy. Adeline, down please. Tons of options with this guy. We can race him anywhere we want. We obviously will start at Mohawk and see if there's a spot for him there. Need a little bit of a rest. We got it for him. We'll see how he is over the next couple of weeks. Renegade Gypsy looks great. He's back going now. We'll have him ready for the Ontario Graduate Series in April. Resolute Bay, same type of thing. We did keep them eligible in the New Holland Series in case they got ready a little bit early and there was nowhere to race them, but it's not our plan to race them. And the same as White Tiger. We'll get to him in a minute. Yes, I paid him into the New Holland, and I know Joe and a couple of clients are excited for that, but he's not that type of horse. Like he can't beat the Open in 50, 51, 52, but he's super handy in the upper condition levels just below the Open. And the problem I have is that I don't know if they're going to fill those. So White Tiger is ready to go now also. He trained in 2-1 at Mohawk on Saturday. We'll school him in 57 on Friday, and then he'll be ready to go shortly after that. Whether that's in the non-winners of whatever he's supposed to be in, or if it doesn't fill, then maybe the New Holland Series. But we wanted to keep that option open for him. We'll get to him in a minute. Resolute Bay, same type of thing with Renegade Gypsy. He's getting close to being ready also. Stonebridge Acadi, fourth the other night. Little tiny bit of tie up, but his feet were quite sore. I told you guys before the races that hard rain could really affect the surface of Northfield Park, and it did. It was hard. You could tell. I could tell with Stonebridge Acadi. He's going to go down to Miami Valley and race the Numbers of 4 series this week. 3-point blue chip again. I'll continue to tell you guys there's no updates on him yet. He has not left. He's not started back jogging or training yet. He will when he gets a green light from the vet. Unbeatable Kemp trained in 2-2 at Mohawk on Saturday. He's ready, same as White Tiger. He'll school next Friday, and we'll see how he looks after that. World for 2 schooled great the other day. I know that Mario said he looked good, and then James made a point to tell me how good he looked also. So he'll be qualifying this week also. Yo Mister will race this week. I don't know where to tell you he'll race. It might be the Meadows. It might be Miami Valley. But ultimately, it'll be a prep race for the Numbers, the 6 series that starts on March the 12th, I think. March the 16th, something like that. LD's Patrick has been terrible and made a break the other day in the mile. I can't continue to make excuses for this horse. He is in to go. He did draw the 8-hole on Wednesday. I can't say much more than that. His time is coming to an end. Him and Macho Martini and those types of horses. I'm in a clean house here one of these days. There'll be a preferred sale, and you'll see 5, 6, or 7 of our horses in to go in that sale. But not yet. Kind of. We'll see how he races Wednesday. Locatelli looked great qualifying the other day. No, I'll go when I'm ready. This is not your boat. I'm the captain. You sit back in steerage and be quiet.
I am a captain.
Yeah, but you're picking your nose also. You're captain nose picker right now. Where'd that go? Don't be gross. So Locatelli with a great qualifier the other day. Very happy with him. He's ready to go. Macho Martini, not so ready to go. Not a great qualifier, but he doesn't need to qualify. He's going to race next Friday again. I'll give him a pass because the 9 holes kind of a really impossible spot to be in for both Dave Pallone and that horse. Give him the 2 through 7, and I think you'll see a much different race. So we'll see what happens with Macho Martini this week. Where are we at next? No Free Lunch gets ultrasounded this week. If he happens to get a clean bill, which I don't know if he will or not, then he'll begin training. But he tied up a little bit last week, so that gave him another week. He'll be ultrasounded this week by Dr. Bosenjaks. She's a Sassy Beach, a winner at the Meadowlands the other night. She looked great, very happy for her. Walk on the Moon. Made a break. No more racing at Miami Valley for him. He just can't seem to stay trotting there. So we're going to race him at the Meadows this week. Tim will likely take the horse back, although we do have a couple of avenues where we have the reason we took the semen analysis on this horse was for a stud for the Roadster, the Amish community. This horse carries a lot of value right now. I don't really know how much, though. I have no idea. But it would be more than he'd be worth on the racetrack, that's for sure. So 2 avenues we're going down right now. 1, entering him at the Meadows, and 2, shopping him to that other community. Where are we at here? All the way down to Stay Close. He's ready to start back training now. He's been jogging and on the walker. I think by the end of this week, you'll probably see him go his first training mile, which will be super exciting. White Tiger was great the other day, as I said, at Mohawk. He's ready to go. Patrick the Piranha will come back in this weekend. Begin jogging here. We'll get him ready and prep him at Northfield Park, and then send him back to Plain Ridge, where he had been racing the best. Where are we at here? We jumped right over Kings County. Kings County is breeding right now, but it is jogging also. He'll probably be ready in the next 3-4 weeks, something like that. Per Lucky has been absolutely fantastic. He's racing tonight. Tonight, Per Lucky races at Northfield Park. It got his way, earned his way all the way back into the Open. I was hoping for one more start in that Open 2, but he raced great last week, and although I don't think he can beat Chris Lems's horse, and maybe a couple in there, I'm sure he'll give a good account of himself. He has been absolutely awesome. Jason has him great right now. Odds on Delray, newest horse we bought in the stable. He was second in 153 at the the Poconos the other day for Megan, and Tyler Buter was the driver. Just got picked off at the wire and raced really, really well. Happy for them and happy for us, and happy for the horse, even though I don't know him. Took a dive off Dipper, races tonight. He's got a favorable post and a favorable class. He should be very favorably placed, I think, heading to the quarter pole. And our boy Sintra is back jogging and training now. He'll be ready to go in the next, I don't know, 3 weeks or so. So those are your aged horses, a bit backwards. I haven't done my opening yet. All I did was my top 10 list and the aged horses. We'll get everything done as the McDonald family heads back to Ontario, Canada. Move out of the way, geese. I'm coming through. I'll talk to you all very soon. They're on the road. Gotta get out of the way.